Hey everybody, this is Peter, also known as Zoo. That was my admin name. And the dog. He likes barking at the birds. So this is only a short section where I'm showing a little bit of the actual game engine. This is only for a few moments. I decided to throw in one of the enemy seals, one of the alien seals in just at the end, to show how easy the process is, where it's drag and drop through a lot of it. So I was just giving him... I just drew that yesterday. It was a fun little wrench to throw in. There's going to be an industrial theme to the later levels, so I needed to draw things like crowbars and wrenches and stuff. Almost there. I think I just wanted to throw in an extra hat for him. He needed a football helmet, I think. Yep, there it is. And for some reason this didn't equip properly. I don't know if it's because I did rescaling or what. But, yeah, this is the second level, and what you're about to see is a playthrough of 8 levels or so. I don't have the first level loaded into this on the auto run just because this is the one that I was playtesting. But here's the invisibility. An enemy, it just deactivates their hitbox and they pretend not to be able to see the player for a few seconds. Drops the opacity. Yeah, I added all kinds of silly, weird little hats, and what you see there is actually a one-way collider bug, but I'm thinking of just keeping it. It keeps the game design simple, and if it knocks them off of a level, that's fine. They only have a couple of hit points for the playtesting, but so also does the player. The original idea behind this is just the simple role reversal of, there's those famous photographs of the, oh, there we are. I think it's the French clubbers or whatever, and this is just a role reversal story, where what if the seal had telekinetic powers and could actually just, change things around. So here, yeah, I have him going around the long way because the hats give him the jump power. Otherwise, he's pretty useless. He can barely jump, he can barely get around. So I have this lower level here, and see there, he didn't put on the hat. This is one of those little issues with the AI where the follow distance could be tweaked with a little bit. That's a hit register. He blinks red when he gets hit by the seal. But for some reason, the seal wasn't hitting the enemy seal right there. I thought I'd had that fixed. So, back to the drawing board. I have to go back and check his colliders and make sure that he's working properly. So this is level 3. In honor of the old game Bushido Blade, I have the Naginata and the Katana in this game. I'll probably add more. Once I start doing, because I'm going to have to throw in some combo moves. There are some simple combo moves in this, some spring attacks, but they're really kind of hard to make work. So I probably have another week or two of just trying to dial it in. The old swordfish. And yeah, right now that Naginata is looking a little overpowered. What he's doing here, I wanted a kind of filler. When he flips onto his back like that, I wanted some kind of filler animation, and just cycling through his colors made it a little more visually interesting. And I just ended up keeping it and kind of expanding on it so that now the snowballs change color and everything else. It's not something that influences the game long term, I don't think. I think the player should just be able to choose whatever color they want the seal to be, and I don't think it should matter in the game. Here I need to fix jumping out of the water. See, I didn't put one-way colliders there. He pulls it off, but a little too much effort there. He'll make it a little too well. And that right there is the wooden gladius, in honor of Oliver Reed, is it? In that movie Gladiator. I do have a gladiator helmet for him and the wooden gladius. The whole premise of this game being that maybe he's kind of like this special alien. It's like the Superman premise, only maybe it's a world of space whales and seals, and the Arctic is kind of the panopticon intergalactic arena. So that's how I have there's going to be the robot seals and the alien seals, and I combined all the sprites to make the robo-alien seals, and there's art for toxic seals as well. But those poor guys are going to be the toxic seals are going to be the whole oil pipeline subchapter of this. That I haven't put those levels in there. I don't have it too planned out. I do have the oil derrick fully drawn and animated. I did that a couple of years ago now. But yeah, the Blackheart Oil Company oil derrick is just ready to get imported into the game. This is just one of those chaotic levels where I ended up putting in so many things that I'll need to dial it back a little bit. The chaos of trying to balance all the equipment, you end up throwing all this equipment into one level just so you can get things properly sized and everything, and then you end up with kind of this bedlam situation. Trying to figure out how to get things balanced is a whole task. And that right there, that's the non-combat aspect. That's the non-lethal combat aspect to this, where they curl up into a ball and they're on a timer, and then they'll resume their activities after a little while, but they'll still there's an intimidation flag attached to the enemy seal, so they don't bother the seal again, just for simplicity's sake. Just when I was doing the playthroughs with the more violent animations, I wasn't a fan. It kind of gave me a sick feeling to my stomach, and I was like, no, let's just... Right now, the player still has that old animation. And I think I might keep it just for simplicity's sake. Walrus. Old original animations from 2015 or so. The original seal sprites I drew between 2014 and 2016 in Photoshop. And they're still holding up. And that was primarily, that old first networked 1.0 game was just the seal and snowballs and the walrus and a few other things. It never really made it past the toy app stage. So yeah, this is a little more next level. I have the artwork for 17 or 18 levels done. What you're seeing here is the artwork for about 8 or 9, I think, that I have in the game. All in various forms of construction. This one is still basically a blank level. I never got around to animating a seagull protecting his eggs, and that was the whole idea behind this one, where these, you know, these rocky crags would have a seagulls protecting their eggs, and the seal player would, you know, take their eggs. But if I get around to it, for some reason, just the drawing the seagull and getting his animations to just look good, I still just haven't gotten it figured out. When you're doing things by hand like this, sometimes it just doesn't look good and you have to go back. And yeah, that's the, you can see I've got that hat a little imbalanced. He's moving a little too fast, but that's the baseball cap for the oil company. So the company store seals. Again, I don't have any of that chapter implemented yet, but we'll get to it. I think I want to finish out these levels, get them balanced out. This will probably be another couple weeks of building here. And here's the last level that I have implemented. And I feel a little bad because this is just a fast playthrough video, but this was a really fun level. I actually had fun trying to figure out just how to get through this level. And so this super speeded up playthrough is a little bit, I'm not doing it justice. This one was actually fun for me. So there's hope. That hat was the wrong. I need to go fix that helmet. Yeah, I just babbled a lot through this. We're getting up to the end of it, and this is maybe half of the game so far. There's another 9 levels or so that need to get built. I need to add sound. For 1.0, I don't think I'm going to do networking. I think just what we have here is more than enough to keep me busy. So, yeah, wrapping this up. When life hands you lemons, make art, you know? That's all I got. Thank you for watching. Thanks for your time. Peace, health, and good luck. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.